Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to start in a laying down position, knees bent. The feet can be as wide as a mat, and the knees can rest against each other. Your palms can be by the sides, or one palm can be at the heart, the other one at the navel. Allow your eyes to close. Sharpening your sense of awareness as you notice your breath. Notice how you're arriving today on your mat. What are the feelings or emotions that are present? Without creating any stories around that, simply noticing it, acknowledging it. Today we will focus our attention on Muladhara Chakra, which is a vortex of energy that lies at the base of the spine between the anus and the genitals, and it is connected to the adrenals, to the genital organs, to our skeletal structure, and also the coccygeal body, which is at the very tip of the tailbone. The energy of the center also connects to the kidneys, the bladder, to the lower digestive tract. And because of this reason, it's also connected to the excretory functions in our bodies. Muladhara is associated with our basic survival needs, the needs for food, shelter, security, even our livelihood and identity. The main issues related to this energetic center are primal feelings such as guilt, shame, fear, anxiety, and also to be afraid to trust and to let go. The balancing of this chakra, which is what we want to do today, is to bring a sense of confidence and trust in our ability to fulfill our needs and our desires. Begin to notice how the breath moves in all directions, upwards, forward, backwards, downwards, to the sides, and become aware of the pause in between breaths. As you inhale, begin to draw your attention to the nostrils as the breath enters, traveling through the throat, chest, abdomen, and see if you can guide it down towards the pelvic floor, the seat of Muladhara. As you deepen the inhale and the exhale, begin to pay attention to the point right below the navel and see how this draws slightly in and out towards the spine as you exhale all the air out. And as you inhale, envision your breath moving all the way down towards your pelvis, the abdomen soft. As you exhale, inviting a quality of stability and solidity around the sacrum area. As you inhale, let your relation to the earth deepen as your back body magnetizes towards the earth. In your next exhalation, sense the point below the navel moving back and up, and see if you can sense a response in the pelvic floor. The soft elevation at the perineal wall, which is the area between the anus and the genitals, that is softly rising with no physical intention or effort to do so. A feeling of an upward movement. Notice that every time you inhale, you relax it, and take 2 more cycles of smooth, even breaths, where all of your attention is between the navel and the pelvic floor. So this very gentle elevation of the pelvic floor is known as Mula Bandha, the root lock. It is used to mobilize stagnant forces around the pelvic floor. Mula Bandha happens spontaneously each time we exhale deliberately using the navel. Though we can also heighten this engagement. So the color of this energy is red, and it is connected to the sense of smell. Begin to envision yourself lying on fertile red soil. Imagine that there is very soft, gentle rain pouring down, and you can smell the earthy scent of the soil while you feel that your feet, the back of your pelvis, and your spine are embraced in the softness of the earth that holds you. Let this connection deepen as you visualize that from the center of the heels, from the big toe mounds and the little toe mounds, you begin to sense that there are energetic roots that travel all the way down through the soil towards the center of the earth. And let this give you a sense of steadiness, stability, and your body becomes a safe and steady container for receiving the energy from the earth. Slowly begin to heel the feet towards one another. Let them be hip distance apart. Feet parallel to each other. You can have the heels slightly closer towards your sitting bones underneath your knees or so. And your arms can be by the sides of the body for now. So we will now begin to extend the length of the breath to 7 counts. And as you take an inhalation, your arms will reach all the way up and back, so the tops of the hands and the arms touch the floor, so your arms can go wide apart if they need to. And as you exhale, the arms will come down, and it will be also a count of 7. So we will do that, and we will add a lifting of the pelvis. So we will begin to inhale, arms begin to lift, pelvis begin to lift. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause here, lower ribs are soft. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling. Exhaling. Continue 4 more. Exhale. Inhale. Make sure the knees hug towards one another and they don't splay out too much. Exhale. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale. 7, 6, 5. Navel drawing in and up towards the spine as you lower. Exhale. Full capacity. Pause. Notice this slight upward lifting in the pelvic floor and then release. Breathing in and breathing out. And as you inhale, extend your left leg up towards the ceiling. The left heel reaching up, leg straight if you can. And now send leg as close to you as you can. And begin to draw a half moon shape. As you exhale, the leg move outwards and all the way down towards your mat. As you inhale, the leg extends up through the midline of the mat. back to where it was. Exhale, leg out, and all the way down. You can choose how wide you go with that crescent moon shape. Inhale, center. Exhale, out. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, out. Inhale, center. Exhale here. Lower back, magnifying towards the floor. Now, as you inhale, lower the heel towards the mat. Right foot is firm. Exhale, leg out, thigh out, and up. On the inhalation, the leg moves down. And on the exhalation, out, back up. 3 more times. Inhale and exhale. The arms can also go wide apart if they need to. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale here, center. Exhale, bend the knee, foot down. Sometimes arms in T shape can make this a bit easier. Inhale, right leg up and towards you. Exhale, leg out and down towards the mat. Inhale, leg to center. Exhale, leg out and down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, maybe Ujjayi breathing. Or Shangsan breath, audible. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale here. Inhale, heel towards the mat. Exhale, leg out, abduction, and up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, out, up towards you. Inhale, down. Exhale, up, up. Inhale, center. Exhale, foot down. Now, shift over to one side and roll onto the side. And please find a tabletop position, all fours. Shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. And let's find a few cycles of cat and cow as you know them. Inhaling, arching the spine, throat forward, chin up. Exhale, round the spine, press the floor away. Create space in the back body. Take a couple of breaths. Here, as you move through the spine, as you lubricate the spine. Inhaling and exhaling. And now begin to get a little freer in your movement. One of my friends called this free movement snaky cat. So your torso and your back move a little bit more like a snake, and you can lean to the sides, you can lean back, you can lean forward. Or you can envision your whole upper body being inside a barrel, and you want to touch all sides of the barrel from the inside as you move, so you can almost create a circle. And then if you do that, you can move over to the other side, so you can reverse that movement. Beginning to awaken the whole of the spine. And now walk your hands forward and your chest begin to descend. The forehead might descend. The forehead might touch all the way down. hips over the knees if that's accessible. And now see if here, even though this will be an arch in the spine, see if you can very gently hug the lower ribs towards the pelvis. And as you do so, press more through the hands. Take a big in-breath here. Lower ribs soften towards the pelvis instead of flaring out. And now begin to send your gaze forward, chin up, throat forward, place the elbows down. You can walk the elbows slightly closer towards one another if you need. Begin to broaden through the shoulder blades. You can tuck the toes and begin to lift the knees off the floor, energetically hugging the legs towards one another. See if you can keep the back of the neck long. So for balance in our bodies and for health, we need strength, flexibility or mobility, and circulation. Those are some of the important things that we need to be healthy. Let the knees rest down, pelvis down, uncurl your toes and inhale to Sphinx. And now begin to send the palms towards a prayer, sliding the hands in front of you, forehead down, pranam. And here, bring to mind the image of someone who has granted you with a feeling of stability, of ground, of home, or some sort of structure that has helped you in your path. And have this person as your inspiration for this class. Begin to slowly slide the hands under your shoulders. Tuck the toes and inhale to a gentle push-up with the knees down. Exhale into child's pose, toes together, arms can be wide apart, forehead down. And from here, begin to send the hands behind your lower back. The palms can be facing up. And with your next inhalation, the arms will lift, the sit bones will lift, and we will move into a kneeling position with the arms reaching up, gazing up. And as you exhale, return to where you were, hands behind your back, forehead down, child's. Let's do this a couple of times. Big inhale, rising, arms reaching up. Lengthening from your back ribs up. And exhale. One more time, just like this. Inhale. And exhale, arms behind you. This time repeat, but as you inhale and lift the arms up, let the right foot step forward. Exhale, come back into child's smooth movement. Inhale, left foot forward, arms up. Exhale, soften. Repeating, inhale, one foot forward. Exhale. The other foot, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, arms ascend, right hand on right knee, and left arm by the side of your body. So now begin to affirm your right heel down. And as you root through the right heel, press the left knee forward towards the right heel. Left arm reaches up. As you inhale, let your pelvis move slightly forward, taking the throat forward, chin up. And as you exhale, left arm descends, aligning left shoulder with the left hip and left hip with left knee. Inhale, pelvis move slightly forward. Lift from the back ribs up towards that top hand. Exhale, soften. The legs are still engaged. Inhale, pelvis forward, back of the ribs up. Exhale, down. Now inhale, both arms up. Exhale, return child's pose. Inhale, opposite leg forward. Exhale, arms down, left hand to left knee, right arm by the side of the body. Left heel presses back, right knee presses forward, or they press towards one another. Inhale, pelvis moves forward, right arm up. Exhale, stacking right shoulder over hip and hip over knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, child's. Extended arms forward. As you inhale, find cow, arch spine and tabletop. As you exhale, tuck the toes and the sitting bones back towards the heels and find downward facing dog. Walking your hands and feet. Taking your dog for a walk. And now inhale here and exhale here. Your base of support are your hands and your feet. And today we will maintain quite a good awareness of our base of support predominantly. Create space in between your shoulder blades and step one foot forward, followed by the other. Inhale to lengthen the spine to a halfway lift. The hands can always go to the shins. The neck aligns with the spine. Exhale to fold. Crown of the head descends. As you inhale, rise all the way up, arms up over your head. As you exhale, bring the palms towards a prayer. So today there is something important that we need to keep into consideration, and that is what I call the tripod of the foot. So right in the big toe mount, the little toe mount, and the center of the heel, we will imagine that we have a tripod that holds us, and that part will be connecting us and rooting us throughout the class. We will begin with the feet in a natural, steady stance. And we will let the palms face up, the pinky finger side joint. And this is as if we were receiving. And it's as if we were in a waterfall and we wanted to pick up some of that water. So we will collect on the in-breath, the arms reach up, the hands move behind the head. This is a self-blessing, behind the neck, through the shoulders, the chest. And now we shift our hands back towards the kidneys and we slide them all the way down the legs as we fold. Now slide the hands through the front of the feet and insides of the legs. And as you inhale, begin to rise. Tops of the hands will meet above the pelvis. And inhale to reach the arms up. As you exhale, let the arms descend by the sides. We will do this 3 times. So on an inhale, we gather the cleansing waters. We pour them over ourselves. And we begin to nourish the energetic lines inside the body, the kidneys, the back of the legs, the bladder line that runs all the way through the back line. Inhale through the center, midline of the legs, the liver, the kidney line, tops of the hands touch. Inhale, this is to release, to throw what we don't need. Exhale, the hands by the sides. Last time, the knees can be soft. Let these be almost like a ritual. You can do it every day. Bladder line, nourishing the center lines, even the stomach and the spleen, tops of hands together, throwing, releasing unneeded thoughts, unneeded emotions. Bring the palms back to center. And now step to the front of the mat. You can do the same in case you hadn't moved with me. Begin to connect to the tripod of the feet, really rooting them down, hugging the legs towards one another, lengthening through the crown of the head. As you inhale, arms reach all the way up over your head. You can gaze up. As you exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Lengthening the back of your spine as you inhale. Micro bend the knees here and step left foot back, keeping the distance of your natural stance from side to side, left toes out. And now throat forward, chin up. I know your body is not warmed up yet, but we want to check our current sensations. Exhale, extend the front leg and see if you can keep your legs relaxed. If you need blocks here underneath your hands, you can have blocks. And now see if you can press through the tripod of the feet and measure the intensity of what you feel in the front leg and back leg. throat forward, chin up. Maybe the torso can draw towards the front thigh. Keep the chin lifted, and then slowly release the blocks if you have blocks. Bring the hands down, lean slightly forward, shoulders over wrists. Left foot might need to shift slightly back. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Lowering down with a little bit of control, so really cultivating this ability. Tops of the feet, root firmly downwards, elbows again, inhale. And exhale, transition back into downward facing dog. Now left foot steps forward, right heel in, and throat forward, chin up. Press through the tripod of the back foot, and then see how much you can extend the front leg. Then how much can you soften into your legs, into your torso. If the hands touch down, you can place them down. And then slowly move back into plank as you inhale. As you exhale, back into downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down with control. Root tops of the feet down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, forehead down. Knees can stay down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 cycles of breath here. If your heels are down, you can stay where you are. If they are not down, you can walk the feet slightly forward. Point your right toes out and bend the left knee as you press the hands down and forward. So the base of support here are your hands and your feet. So really connecting to those roots. Right toes in, left toes out, bending right knee as you press the hands down and forward and sit bones back and up. Left toes face the front. So from here we will begin to walk the hands towards the feet. So we nourish all parts of ourselves, and we want circulation. We want a sense of mobility, flexibility and strength. And as you walk the hands to the back of the legs, let your head hang, let your knees be soft. Let your whole upper body be like a rag doll, super soft. And begin to send the seat bones slightly back. And you want to roll your way up, vertebra by vertebra, very slowly. So beginning to reconnect to the sense of the feet as they root down, and as one vertebra stacks over the other as you lift. And the head is the last thing that lifts. And once it does, find an upright position in the back of your mat. So from here, have your legs soft, arms soft, neck soft, and point the toes of the right foot forward. You can micro bend the left knee to have more balance. Look at the right foot. The thigh can be slightly outwards and toes can be slightly outwards. The spine straight. And then see if you can keep everything soft and begin to lift that right leg, but keep it extended. So once again, check that your palms and your fingers are soft. Check that you can smile and that your jaw is soft, that your shoulders are soft. And now roll the shoulders as you begin to lift that leg. So if you feel comfortable, that leg can go a little higher, and then roll the shoulders in the opposite direction. So check that everything is soft and the leg keeps reaching up. Shoulders mobile, maybe one at a time. And maybe the leg reaching a little higher if that's available for you. And then let the left knee bend a little bit more and send the right foot towards the front of your mat, toes point forward, left toe slightly angled out, left heel towards the midline of your mat. And as you inhale, reach the arms up, keep the front leg straight. As you exhale, throat forward, chin up, throat forward, chin up as you fold. Keep that and see if you can notice any difference from the first time you did this and the second time, whether you notice or not. Fingertips can go down or you can have your hands on the shin. And see if you can release any need to make this posture look in a particular way. Giving yourself fully to the act of sensing, connecting, feeling the tripod of that foot. Throat still forward, the chin up. And slowly begin to take your gaze downwards towards the floor. Micro bend the right knee. And as you inhale, begin to lift the arms all the way up above your head. This is called Warrior One. So in Warrior One, your feet are as wide as the hips or so, which gives more stability. We press firmly through the tripod of both feet. The hips are leveled, if that's available for you. And we will send the right arm behind the back. So your top of the right hand is towards the left kidney. And as you inhale, lift your left arm up and your torso forward so your torso aligns with the back leg. As you exhale, let your left fingertips move downwards as your right leg straightens. As you inhale, lean forward with your torso. Place weight onto both feet. As you exhale, return into extended legs. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, extend the left arm alongside your ear. Throat forward, chin up, begin to reach forward, finding a forward fold. So we'll do this about 5 times. Inhale, rising. Exhale, folding. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Rise. Pause. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand underneath a block, shoulder inside of the foot or outside of the foot, elongating the spine. Rotating your torso over to the right, either keeping the right hand behind you or extending the arm up. The primary focal point is our foundation. So here, the feet can press in opposite directions, right foot forward, left foot back. Maybe the arms align, right sitting bone trying to reach back. As you press onto the outer edge of the left foot and right foot equally. Exhale, taking your gaze down, bending the right knee. Inhale, left arm and right arm all the way up. Exhale, hands all the way down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, fold into plank. Exhale, lower halfway down or all the way down. Shoulders align with the elbows and the heels if you lower halfway down. As you inhale, find upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then walking your hands towards the feet. Torso, arms soft. Microbend knees. Think of expansiveness in the whole back body. And as if you wanted one vertebra to stack over the other with almost no effort in the spine to rise up. And it's as if once everything is stacked, the crown is over the coccygeal body, the tailbone Point your left toes down on the floor. Microbend your right knee for balance. Gaze down towards the floor. And now begin to, almost with no effort, let the left leg lift. And only lifting to a height that feels slightly easy for you. Because if you lift too high and then your breath is inhibited, then we are blocking the flow of energy. So now let the palms move. Let the belly be soft, so the breath can move inside the belly. And begin to move the shoulders. So move the shoulders in circles. And all of this is pretty much to keep yourself entertained while we do this balancing posture. We normally breathe naturally without our conscious efforts, but we can also breathe with intention. So take the last rolls of shoulders as your leg reaches higher up. Jaw soft, smile, and then step the left foot forward, right toe slightly angled out. Inhale, arms reach up. And as you exhale, begin to fold. Chin up, throat forward. See how this feels. And if there is any difference in sensation from the first time you did it to now. Had not done some salutations to warm up. And normally when we tense a muscle, which happened when your leg was lifted, you are encouraging a relaxation and elongation to the muscles opposite to that. Now begin to bend your front knee and begin to rise all the way up. Now as you exhale, bring your left arm behind you, extend the left leg. Inhale and we bend the knee and we lean the torso forward. Root through the tripod of the foot as you elongate from the right ankle to the right fingertips. And as you exhale, extend legs as the arm moves back out to the side of the right leg. Inhale. Very conscious movement, lower ribs hugging towards the pelvis. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now breathe in, right arm up. Keep the legs extended. As you breathe out, thread forward, chin up. Begin to fold. And then you can soften the head a little bit. You can always microbend the front knee if you need to. Inhale, rise all the way back up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rising. Exhale, back to forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. This time keep your right hand down, adjusted on a block, inside or outside of the foot, depending on where you want to go. And then begin to rotate your torso open towards the left hand side, elongating through the spine. And begin to extend the left arm up behind you. Pressing onto the tripod of both feet, sitting bones reaching back, crown lengthening forward. Left fingertips trying to really reach up, and you can always wiggle the fingertips. Feel the energy in your hands. As you exhale, send the arm behind you, Gaze down, microbend there, front knee if you need to, and inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Lift your collarbones halfway up. Bring your left fingertips towards the right fingertips and bend the knees. Let your feet move towards the left hand side. And here we are setting ourselves up for a forearm side plank. You can have the feet behind the knees or so, left elbow underneath left shoulder. And we will send the right hand towards the right hip. As you begin to exhale, press through your elbow, knee, outside of left foot, and inhale to reach your knees towards the back of your room. Here, your top right hand can be aligned with the side of your body, or you can draw a horizon, right fingertips in front of your right shoulder and all the way up. And then you can gaze underneath that hand, keeping the pelvis steady. If this is too easy for you, you can always extend the legs with feet staggered or with one foot on top of the other. And breathing here for 3. Your gaze can go down or in front depending on how it feels for your neck for 2. Arm back, hand to hip, microbend the knees, pelvis down, knees bent, and then come back onto your front. Right fingertips towards the left elbow, left hand underneath your shoulder so that it can help you roll onto the side. Knees bent, forearm down, elbow underneath the shoulder, left hand to hip, and then begin to send the knees towards the front of the room. Right forearm presses down, left hand by the side of your body, or you can draw a horizon. The fingertips pointing the same direction as the crown of your head. Taking the gaze up, pressing the pelvis up, trying to have no creases on the sides of the body. And then if you wish to extend the legs, you can also do so here. Legs hug towards one another. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1. Hand returns to hip, microbend the knees, pelvis down, come back to center, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, inhale to push yourself away, an easy plank. Exhale, sit bones towards the heels, downward facing dog, 5 cycles of breath here. Some of the emotions that are connected to this chakra are all the primal feelings like shame and guilt, fear. It's also connected to an inability to trust and to let go, and with big sense of insecurity. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Hands behind the sacrum. Begin to send the chin up, throw forward. Press through the tops of the feet. Get long through the sides of the body. Smile through the collarbones. Begin to lift the legs up. Exhale, release, left cheek to floor, arms to the sides of the body. Chin down, hands to the sides of the body. Inhale to push yourself away from the floor. Exhale, walk the hands all the way back towards your feet, tops of the feet down. Shift your weight onto one side, sending the sole of the left foot to the inner thigh. And now, press through the sitting bones as you extend the arms all the way up. And exhale to fold. Keep reaching forward, either holding, if you're able to hold the top of your right foot with the left hand, please do so. If not, reach forward with your left hand. And then send your right arm underneath the left as you begin to create a side bend with the right shoulder moving towards the leg. Your gaze under the left arm, and the left arm can lift. So if the left hand was down, it can lift. You're able to grab the foot, begin to reach your right hand towards maybe the left thigh, keeping both sitting bones on the floor, lengthening the sides of the body. Taking 2 breaths here. Breathing in. As you breathe out, begin to take the gaze down towards that right leg and thread the right arm, and then slide the right hand as far back as it goes, gazing over the right fingertips. So this is a forward fold and a twist. Left elbow can bend if you find an enhancement in the stretch. And slowly begin to slide the right hand back forward. Left hand back up to a seated position, Dandasana. Legs extended in front of you, hands by the sides of the body, pressing the floor away, shoulders away from the ears. Bring the sole of the right foot to the inner thigh. Lengthen through the side waist, root through the sitting bones, and inhale to extend the arms up. Exhale, reach forward. The right hand on top of the foot, right arm reaching up, left arm threads underneath the right as you lean your torso back. And it's as if your left shoulder wanting to move towards the leg. Your left hand can also push onto the right inner thigh or grab the front of the thigh. As your sitting bones stay grounded, stay rooted. So can we find a little bit of trust and sovereignty in our lives in spite of what happens? So we tend to all the things that we can control inside ourselves, and we don't worry too much about all those things that we cannot control. Gazing down and threading the arm, and then reaching the left arm forward and back as you create a counter pose, a twisted forward fold over to the other side. Feeling the length that you have already created on the right side of your body. Then slowly come back, gaze down, left hand down underneath your shoulder or so. Walk the hands back, bend the knees. Hold the back of your legs underneath the knees or so, either toes pointing down. Amplify the front of the body and minimize the rounding in the back as you send your toes in front of your knees. Either stay here or extending the legs, your spine as straight as it can be. The gaze is lifted. Breathing here. If you would like to enhance these, you can send the palms to face towards one another and hold here for 3, for 2, for 1. Hands behind the knees. We will move towards a laying down position. So sitting bones towards the heels. You can spin your head to the front of your mat if you wish. I want. And then sending the elbows down, lowering all the way down. And removing any hair tie that gets in the way of your head and the mat. And from where you are, simply hug the knees in. Press the top of your thighs towards your abdominal area. And take a moment just to be here. The whole back of your body amplifying in space and connection to the earth. Remembering this person that has allowed you to feel safe, at home, and deeply grounded. Now reaching towards the outsides of the feet or the front of the shins, happy baby. Lengthening from the crown of the head down towards the pelvis as you inhale. Exhale, drawing the knees and the thighs towards the floor as you press with the fingertips down. Now inviting the soles of the feet towards one another. See if you can maybe interlace the fingertips behind the feet and press the triceps of the feet towards one another as the outer corners of the legs reach towards the back of the room. And slowly begin to release that. Arms out into a T shape. Scoop the hips over to the left and invite the legs over to the right hand side. The right hand on top of the left leg or over to the top rib. Connecting to the quiet space within. Connecting to the mellow, easygoing, peaceful you. Arm out, knees back to center. And your pelvis to center and over to the right. Hugging the knees in and then guiding them over to the other side. Hand on top or towards your, well, this is a liver area right underneath the ribs, or a little lower for the kidneys. So the chakras and the meridians from China converge. And more than yoga as a movement practice, we can take it as a healing practice that allows us to instill a sense of balance in our overall health. Slowly begin to come out of your posture, legs return to center, and finally begin to enter your final relaxation posture, Shavasana. Taking any movements, wiggles, adjustments that you need so that you feel fully at ease. Melt your way down into the earth. With the help of your in-breath, let the back body magnetize towards the floor. Let the exhalation be a complete release of thoughts, of emotions. begin to envision yourself once again laying on soft, moist, fertile soil, which allows you to feel as if you were being embraced by Mother Earth, as if the soil underneath your body was molding to the contours of your body. So every part of you feels so supported, so comfortable, so held. Envision a whole circuitry of branches through the whole back of your body that connect you to the center of the earth. Providing you with deep support, stability. And through these branches, you can release concerns, worries, as you begin to inhabit this moment. And you can now visualize that all of those branches, roots underneath your body energetically begin to return. A sense of ease permeates your body as you cleanse yourself from worries and concerns and uncertainty. And imagine that you can inhale and feel the fragrance of the earth, and allowing the fragrance of the earth to reach and recharge all of your cells, organs, muscles, bones, and systems in your body, as you once again invite movement onto fingertips and toes. Deepening the in-breath and extending the arms overhead if you wish, taking a stretch. Bending the knees and rolling over to your right hand side or left hand side. See if you can keep the feeling of Shavasana in you, keeping the eyes closed and moving towards a seated position. Chin Mudra, thumbs and index fingers touch, palms face down. This is the mudra for the first chakra, Muladhara. And your crown aligns with your tailbone. Breathing in as your attention moves from the nostrils, down the throat, chest, abdomen, all the way down towards the pelvis. And exhale. As you inhale, envision color red moving towards the pelvic floor, bringing nourishment, healing, and exhale any lack of confidence, any lack of trust. And repeat this a few times. Slowly releasing any effort. Palms joining the prayer as our head bows down and our thumbs join in our intuitive center in between the eyebrows, where we recognize and honor, acknowledge the part in us that feels insecure, that feels uncertain, the part in us that fears change and impermanence, as much as we honor and recognize and acknowledge the part in us that trusts, that stays positive, because every aspect in us is tremendously necessary for our evolutionary steps. We draw the thumbs towards the heart with all-encompassing acceptance and presence. We continue to take in the lessons that are offered in each moment. Namaste.